Cardano's ecosystem is facing growing instability, with founder Charles Hoskinson warning that more project failures could follow the planned shutdown of analytics platform TapTools. TapTools announced Tuesday that it will wind down operations over the next 2 weeks, citing a series of key leadership departures as a major factor. Two co-founders, including the Chief Technology Officer and Chief Operating Officer, left the company earlier this year, and a backend developer who later assumed the CTO role also departed. The platform acknowledged that operating a large-scale ecosystem service had become increasingly difficult, with rising infrastructure costs, development expenses, and ongoing support requirements creating additional pressure on the business. Hoskinson described TapTools as part of his daily routine and said its departure reflects broader pressures affecting projects throughout the Cardano ecosystem. In a video posted on X, he explained that he had previously warned about difficult market conditions that continue to place pressure on ecosystem participants. Available resources remain limited for projects seeking support, and funding challenges and governance hurdles continue to affect ecosystem growth. TapTools remains open to acquisition discussions or alternative arrangements that could allow the platform to continue operating sustainably, but the shutdown signals a deeper struggle for businesses within the Cardano network. The planned closure of TapTools is not. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. An isolated event. Hoskinson warned that additional Cardano projects could fail this year, pointing to weak market conditions and limited funding as key contributors. This raises questions about the sustainability of smaller ecosystem players and the broader health of the Cardano platform. As more projects face financial and operational challenges, the ecosystem could see a wave of consolidation, with only the most resilient or well-funded projects surviving. TapTools has been a key analytics platform for Cardano developers and users, providing insights into on-chain activity and project performance. Its shutdown could create a gap in the ecosystem's data infrastructure, potentially affecting transparency and decision-making for developers and investors. While the company is open to acquisition or alternative arrangements, the current environment suggests that finding a buyer or partner may be difficult, especially in a market where funding is scarce and investor confidence is low. Hoskinson's warning highlights a broader trend in the crypto industry. As market cycles shift and funding dries up, many projects, especially those in less mature ecosystems, struggle to maintain operations. The Cardano ecosystem, despite its long-term vision and technical ambitions, is not immune to these pressures. The departure of key leadership at TapTools is a concrete example of how internal instability can lead to external consequences for the ecosystem as a whole. The shutdown also raises questions about governance and resource allocation within Cardano. If ecosystem projects are struggling to secure funding and maintain leadership stability, it suggests that the current governance model may not be sufficient to support long-term growth. This could lead to calls for changes in how funding is distributed or how projects are evaluated and supported within the ecosystem. For investors and developers, the TapTools closure serves as a signal that the Cardano ecosystem is entering a period of adjustment. Projects that were once seen as stable or promising may now face increased scrutiny, and the broader market may need to reassess the. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Long-term viability of Cardano-based initiatives. This is not necessarily a sign of failure for Cardano itself, but rather an indication that the ecosystem is evolving under pressure. The next signal to watch will be whether other major projects within the Cardano ecosystem face similar challenges. If more analytics platforms, infrastructure providers, or key developers announce layoffs or closures, it could indicate a broader trend of consolidation. Investors and developers should also monitor any changes in governance or funding models that could emerge in response to these pressures. The ability of Cardano to adapt to these challenges will be a key factor in determining its future trajectory.